Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. In the last episode, the final hope had been given the okay to pursue the Caligulous Order and the remnants of Lotus and stop them from accessing the Chaos Gate, which we believe to be located at Mount Kirillith. With the death of Yumel, it seems as if it is possible to somehow open it, as Zeta is attempting to do so with Mary when she encountered the remnants of the Caligulous Order's leaders. We too met them as we battled across the Aurua plains to reach Wetinus, which will give us access to Mount Kirillith. In an attempt to delay us and give more time for Baldwin to complete whatever task he needs to do, we were able to defeat the general of I believe the captain or leader of the remnants of the Caligulous Order, and we saw that the Knights Templar are still working alongside the demons, or the creatures of the Netherworld in this area as well. Interesting. We'll probably see more combinations of those groups as we march on Wetinus next. Our army is looking pretty impressive at this point as well, though we did, I feel, get a little lucky not losing anyone at all during the battle here. The final boss battle was rather easy, but some of the other conflicts were a little nerve-wracking up to there, but thanks to some well-timed blocks on our side, no one fell in the fights. And that's it for the summary. Let me put a small break here. And now we can do what I hope will be a quicker army organization than what I normally do. This is my third attempt to record this video. And it's not because I've been messing things up, but because the emulator I am using is dying trying to run the game. This is becoming worrying, viewer, because I'm hoping I can finish this game. I'm hoping it doesn't stop here, which is just slightly past where I had last got to in this game an age ago. And I don't have the means to play this out, or rather to record it out in my living room on my Nintendo Wii. So I hope this will work going forward. In any case, because I had already recorded it, but I couldn't keep the recording because the game died and the recording is invalid at that point. It's corrupted. I can't use it. I decided to still go for it anyway and keep all the equipment management stuff I did on screen, now off screen. I'm not going to redo it again. It took way too long for me to go over all the equipment and get it assigned to people. I'll do a quick view on a handful of things I've done, and then we'll go ahead and use a few items, and I'll quickly put a cut right before where I think the game's gonna crash. Really quick, Magnus has been moved to the back rank in his army. I'd realized only recently that he's got a new type of attack, thanks to the Nephrite sword. Aqua Blast. I've never seen this before, and I'd like to see what it looks like. He does do significantly more damage on the front row, which is where I actually prefer him, but in order to mix it up and to have something else that might look a little different, we'll go ahead and put him over here. I have re-equipped several swords for my paladins, mixing and matching them and getting a few of them re-equipped on other people. In particular, Ansabel is now using a flamberge. I thought this was a great sword, but it is just a single-handed weapon. Daneslith is now being used by Raphael, and the Adamant Katana is now being overused by Richard. Penance is now being used by Hanzo, but Meridia's army, along with the May, will be sitting the next scene out, unless we somehow are able to pick up a single space squad member for this squad. As I've moved Sheen over here into Remy's group, we moved Paladine and put Myrmabooth here. I'll be renaming people right after the cut, by the way. This now gives Remy, Vin, our Wyvern now renamed soon, and Sheen flying, and the only flying unit that we'll be using, or squadron, during our army here for the late game. I'm still hoping to find a Dragon Master someplace up ahead that we can drop into Meridia's army. If we can get another one, I may remove the Wyvern, make this army back into a walker, and put Ghidorah over there instead. Charlotte and Elijah are now using upgraded staves. They've been using Kirikians for the longest time, and since they can't cast a third time, I thought it best to give them the upgraded staves rather than give it to Genoan here instead. I'm a professional. Artemis is now using a composite bow, and I've given the Crescent, or Crescente? Crescent. The Crescent to Lisa. She's not going to be throwing delicious buttery bread at opponents. No, she's going to be using this virtuous bow instead. Crescent. It's ridiculous. Grumbly, you called dibs on the Vajra Claw, a great thing to do, as I would probably not have realized this is great at improving your ninja art, and it buffed it up by 3 points, giving you even more damage when combining with our sirens over here in Dio's group. And I think that's about it, everyone. I think well, is it? Let's check really check. Yep. I've given the Fire Drake, Fang of Fire Drake to Ultra, increasing his damage at the cost of losing a little bit of defense, and Kimball is now using a Naga Ring over his Valiant Mantle as well. And there's 1 or 2 more changes I've done, but they're probably unimportant because I can't remember them. Let me put another break here. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and use stat increasing items next. First off, we discovered by accident, I think in the last episode, that the Flag of Unity is a consumable item. I thought it was something you left in the army. So we'll go ahead and use this. And arguably I should use it on Remy's group, since we did reform them, and they've lost all of the unity they had. But for some reason, the girls in Ultra's group just don't combine their spells as often to use Blue Spiral, which I want them doing. So I'm going to use it on Ultra's group. Even though I'm pretty sure the unity of this army is maxed, I'm still going to use it on them. Okay, we have a few other items. Let's go ahead and use these. We'll start with a Crystal of a Crystal of Precision. This increases the dexterity of a target, and is best used by one of our sword masters, since they benefit from dex the most. I could also arguably give it to Dio to help his ability to hit a little more, so let's give it to him. Nice, and improved his damage by 1. And we'll use this other item. We'll use it on Reynold. Nice, which improved his damage a little bit. We'll use the Crown of Intellect on you, Grumbly. I hadn't ever considered using Crowns of Intellect on my Ninja Masters, but they are actually pulling quite a bit of work combining with the sorceresses or other spellcasters they're a part of. So let's go ahead and use this on him. And he picked up a point of ninja art. We have a Mirror of Soul. We should absolutely use this. I would love to use it on Clifford, but it's just, I know he's still not ever going to resist anything. So, I think we'll give it to Leia, which might help her resist something in case some wayward spells go her way. We'll use a champion statue on Glarung to give him a level. What's your level? And Kangalong is 33. We do not... We'll hold on to this other one in case we get a Dragon Master. Now, the game has been crashing whenever I use the Stone of Quickness to any character. I think it might be because of where it's located in my item slot. So I'm gonna put another break here. Okay, so let's try using the Stone of Quickness. Oh, I have Scrolls of Discipline I also want to use. Alright, but let's start with the Stone of Quickness. I've been trying to use this on Clifford to improve his quickness, his agility a little bit. I'm gonna try using it on him again. Let's see what happens. Okay, the game didn't die. Let's now use Scrolls of Discipline. I would like to keep Debonair and Europea's armies neutral-ish. So we're going to use one of these scrolls on Destin. Good, to shift his alignment to neutral. And then we'll use the other one of these onto Saradin. And I think that's good. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. I did double back to Dardanelles. And nope, game died. Game died. So I can't tell if it's... let's try this again. So the game's dying the moment I quit this screen and try going back to the world screen. So I'm going to use some quick this on Clifford Lee. Am I allowed to leave this screen? Nope. Nope. Can't do it. Okay, so I'm not allowed to use a Stone of Quickness on anyone. I don't think I'm allowed to even access it. I'm tempted to do some testing for science here. Oh, I didn't save... No, I thought I did save the game. Did I not save the game? What save state am I currently on? Okay, we have to redo all the other itemization. Alright, so then let's once again use the... Use, not sell. We used one of these crystals on Dio. We used one of these crystals on... Oh, I forget who it was. It was Reynold. We use a Scroll of Discipline on Destin. Use another one of these onto Saradin. We level Glaurung's level once. We use the flag is still attached. Alright, hold on. I don't like that I'm redoing this. This feels as if something's wrong with the actual save states in the game. That's going to be annoying. Mirror of Soul gets used on Leia. Crown of Amygdala gets used on Grumbly. And am I allowed to leave this screen? Yes! Okay! It's something with the Stone of Quickness. Not allowed to use the Stone of Quickness. I doubt I can sell it either. Interesting. Alright, well anyway, that's it for the army organization. Let me put another cut here, and I'll be back to do the Aura Plains exploration. Give me a second. Hey everyone. Let's go ahead and get the area investigation done for the Aura Plains. First thing we should do is head on in and see Hugo to see what types of creatures are going to be out and about here. The townspeople have informed us that variable dragons inhabit the area. Okay, that's the final form of the dragons. While they might not all be here, I guess Hugo didn't want to say what specific types are here like we're used to. Maybe he just doesn't know what they're called. They are very powerful. We must have one. Yeah, I know, Hugo. We've got one of each of them in our army already. I like to imagine that after he says this, after we leave, he chuckles to himself about how he's trolling Magnus every single time he mentions freaking dragons. Hugo, you failed upwards, buddy. I don't know what to say. This is awful. Alright. Guys, I have no clue what to talk about today. A part of me thought maybe I'll just skip the area investigation as well, but we've been doing this for every episode. We'll continue doing it for this episode, but on that note, I don't have anything to talk about with you fine folks, so I'm just going to talk about some random stuff. I apologize in advance if this is boring or uninteresting, but I don't have any outline. Today is January 14th, 2023, and it's 11:04 a.m., so I don't have too much time left before this entire video needs to be assembled and uploaded. That's me panicking. The good news about not having a backlog is I get to talk to you guys directly, and if you guys have any advice or criticism is the wrong word to use, but I'll use it anyway. Criticism about the video, the prior one, I can take it into consideration going forward with the next video. Oh, there's ravens here as well! I immediately want him in our army, if we can get him. Okay, well then we'll hit him twice. Well, then I moved Sheen out for no reason, it turns out. How about that? Speaking of Sheen, let's go ahead and dispatch Remy's group. It's too late, by the way. The army, Remy's army lost all of their unity when I moved units around. The same thing with Demay's army. But this means that I can at least deploy Meridia's forces. Next scene. Whistler, we'll change your name. Do I have any better equipment for Whistler? No. There is a shop here. We might be able to buy him better gear there. At least a better weapon. Oh, crap. One more thing. I guess we'll do it right now on screen. You get an Altar of Resurrection and a Quick Gate. I'm also going to quick save, because I really like that we grabbed a Raven. It is interesting that you can't hire any other units, by the way, in this world, now that I think about it. The only units we see wandering around outside are monsters, effectively, or non-human races. Why? Are the roads too dangerous to travel with any other normal person? With any other normal humans? That's interesting. Oh, wow! And it still hurts. Alright. We'll use Demay out here for a bit and try to get some unity on that army. Alright, yeah, so I don't know what to talk about, guys. So you're gonna have to, once again, you're gonna bear with me. I apologize so much if the random stuff I talk about will be boring or not interesting to you, but I'm out of stuff to talk about. I don't have anything written down, so no outline. So I guess we'll go into this city first with Magnus, and then I'll just have to think of something. So you decided to go? Are you prepared? Is there anything that you've forgotten? May God bless your journey. Oh, interesting. That might be a warning. Not quite done the same way as many other games, but that might be the warning that, hey, you're about to enter the end game. Like the final few levels. and you're not allowed to go back once you start that process. But I can't think of anything we've missed in this game, with the exception of any loot from places that we have not yet fully explored. Like this place. So we'll send everyone out, and we'll keep moving forward. I'm going to also have to hope that the 20 Altars of Resurrection I possess are enough Altars of Resurrection going forward. It might not be. Bumba, let's have you go into Brogue. Are you going to make friends with Zenobia? Can you promise that the people of Zenobia won't try to take us over? Are you sure? What does Zenobia have to do with our current plans? Well, he is a little kid, so he runs up and randomly, I guess, thinks of a topic to talk to us about. Magnus, let's see. I think we already searched this little niche, but we'll do so again anyway. And then Magnus can go up into the mountain. Like that. Point anyone else? We can't point anyone else, okay. Meridia, how's your army? Good enough. We can probably send you out. Let's see. That's a long trek. We'll have you visit that city. Interesting. I can see how the units move according, like, what unit moves in which, what unit starts moving in which order. It's like there's a queue that they follow. Oh, we should actually check across the river. Yeah, some just are hovering or waiting for a second or two before they start moving again. Alright, we'll talk about some random crap once Ultra. He's a little tired. Let's let him rest. I don't think there's any combats in any more cities. I think that only happened very early on. But just in case, we'll let people recover some of their stamina. Oh, we did explore the little niche. What did we find, Magnus? Okay, that's garbage. At this point in the game, Volcatus is a fire spear. We were able to purchase those a long time ago. Flying units exhaust themselves far faster than walking units do, so Remy's group's going to probably have to camp a second time before they get to their destination. I think the royal family was destined to be overthrown. The progenitor wielded nothing more than borrowed power, right? That power had to be returned eventually. The balance finally shifted, and the kingdom fell. What are you talking about? The progenitor was a few hundred years ago. No one in the current royal family was really the power of the progenitor until Yumo came around. Though I suppose every civilization eventually falls. That, and of course, the royal family in this game was the antagonist, not the protagonist, so they were destined to be overthrown anyway. But if they were even the protagonist, if they were the good guys very early on, odds are when the main hero arrived back at town, it would be burnt to the ground. That's what usually happens. Oh! There is a frozen axe. Let's buy this for our new raven. And let's buy 2 of these staves as well. I think they're slightly better than the Kirakians. Since this is likely to be the second to last, if not the last shop we're going to be visiting, let's buy a few more heal packs. And by a few more, I mean 20 more to get us to the end of the game. And we'll even buy a few more angel fruits. We might not be doing much training, by the way, with only only 22,000 goth. We have enough heal seeds. We don't need any more heal leaves. Alright, Ultra, let's have you poke about here. Okay, so what am I playing in my off time? Well, so as you guys have seen, I started a series called Lotaeri One-Offs, where I'm playing through a few of the games that I own on Steam, well, they're either in the backlog, and I dusting them off and trying them, or in particular, they're games I picked up on the past winter sale for Steam. What did we play so far? We played Nitro Kid, which was a turn-based grid-based turn-based combat game deck builder, and it was fun. I really liked the game. I liked the, although, well, an issue, it's the wrong term to use. I've noticed that with most deck builder games, that I play them the same exact way. I tend to utilize whatever cards I find while removing all the cards from my deck via the shops that are available. One Step from Eden is another deck builder game, and just like in Nitro Kid and other games of its ilk, I just want to get the crap out of my hand as fast as possible, and so I always play. My strategy for building the deck I'm going to use is always the same. Hope you get decent cards while you're adventuring through. Build a strategy around the cards you find, while getting rid of the crap cards the game generally starts you with. What was... Banners of Ruin was another deck builder game that I played last year on my channel, and the same strategy there too. Get rid of the crap in your hand while trying to utilize better cards as you find them. Aristocrats were here just before you showed up. They must have fled Latium and passed through here on their flight westward. I think they're heading for Lotus. I guess they're worried that people won't take Frederick's... Or they're probably... Well, many people in the revolution started with the desire to just destroy the upper class rather than have equality. It was more about hating the rich than helping the poor. For some of them. Which I don't agree with. That's enough of that. Let's go across here with you. Actually, Adora will have you do something like this. And Bruno, you're rested enough that we can send you into this stronghold. I heard that the Zenobians aided the revolution. If Lotus conquered Palatinus, Zenobia might have been next. So, Zenobians fought in both of our best interests. I'm sure nobody would like Lotus as their neighbor. Don't you agree? I don't know enough about Lotus to say that. I know enough about the Caligula's Order and their crusade to conquer everyone else to say that that's awful. But maybe they're not so bad. They just... But I mean, the Caligula's Order is here working with demons. That's probably not for the best. And probably coloring your opinion of them, which is quite accurate, though, to have that opinion of Lotus currently. Bruno's still a little tired. Let him recover. Oh yeah, I like the music. It's synthwave in the game. I like the cards in the game. I've beaten the game, I think, 4 times now. And I've won with the starting character, Lee, all 4 of those times. I've also failed to beat the game several times as well, by the way. It's not like the game's easy, but I'm getting more time in it. And I really like it. I like that I've also had to try different strategies on Lee. And something that I think I've talked about in the past is how I enjoy games where you can take the same types of character, and yet build the character very differently, and the game feels different that way. Like, it gives you more options to use the same type of characters with different strategies. I really like thinking of ways in which to do that. Uno will investigate here, then we'll send you into the forests. Ultra, you can rest. we played Squadron 51 versus the Flying Saucers. I don't have many shoot-em-ups, I think is what they're called, in my Steam library. But that does, and I'm not very good at them. But that doesn't stop me from buying them. or trying to be better at playing them. I really liked the cheesy cutscenes that they had in the game. I like... The gameplay itself is fun, if a bit punishing. But I think that's what you want for games of that sort. I very much liked it. I thought it was a very cute game, as it were. The game is black and white. The shoot-'em-up is black and white as well. It's not colored. And you are playing a squadron that is fighting off aliens who are working in various factories on Earth and apparently utilizing slave labor. And it gives you that's the backdrop as to why Squadron 51 exists and why you get to fly around and shoot down UFOs in your World War II type aircraft. It's great. I love how cheesy all the dialogue is in the game too. That's fantastic. Let's see. What else have I been playing? So I'm going to be recording Warriors of the Nile 2, which is another grid-based combat. It's not a deck builder, although it's a passive ability builder. You operate 3 characters in a grid-based combat game. It's somewhat similar to Final Fantasy Tactics, but not quite. I actually thought it was a Final Fantasy Tactics-like game, in that I was going to have a story where I followed a group of characters through a world, through the world setting that would take place in something like Egypt. But it's not that at all. It's not bad though. On that note, hold on, I'm getting a bit distracted. So the game's about building combos between your characters to benefit from each other. It took me a bit to wrap my head around what the game was trying to ask me to be good at doing. And I really liked it in the end. I almost refunded it after dying for the first few stages. I think after about an hour and a half, I had failed to get any significant length in the game, which is to say I failed my first few runs. I think my first 3 or 4 runs were just utter failures within 10 minutes. And I was like, I don't understand how I'm supposed to do well in this game. And what doesn't help is that, Squadron 51 versus Flying Saucers has this, I'm going to call it an issue. The more you play it, so, Squadron 51 and this Warriors of the Nile 2, they have experience points, or points you earn, and when you fail, you still earn points for losing. You earn more points if you get further into the game, but anyway, you unlock, slots where you can put upgrades. And it feels like, in both Squadron 51 and Warriors of the Nile, that the game was kind of balanced around you having leveled a few times, as it were. Because I don't see how in either game you get to the very end without upgrading your characters. In Warriors of the Nile 2, your characters have talent trees. And some things just add more options to the rewards that you'll be able to select as you go through the game. Oh, I see what you're doing here, Ultra. I want you to stay in the Barrens. Other upgrades, though, are this character gains 1 more damage on all their attacks, which is huge. Or this character gains, 2 extra armor, which, again, is huge. And I don't like that those upgrades are indeed upgrades. I feel like the characters should have just started with all of those things, so you had a decent chance to get further in the game from the very start. Otherwise, it feels like you can't really begin to enjoy the game until you've leveled the characters somewhat first. And I don't really like that very much. Even knowing as much as I do about the game now, if I was to reset all my progress, I don't think I could probably get through to the end boss and beat him with the starting group without having failed once or twice in order to get experience points and level up the characters. You can only level up your characters in these games, not while you're playing the game, but in between games, as it were. Please stop, Lotus. They must be up to something. I know they've lost Latinum and many of their soldiers, but I'm afraid they're desperate. You should know how that is. Oh yeah, we were desperate. The Revolution was desperate at first, before Final Hope showed up. Even then, we wasn't sure we were going to win. That was going to be really hard for us to lose, given the enemy formations that we were fighting at the time. Anyway, Wars Now 2 will be another game that I'm going to be recording and getting into my lottery one-offs. I like it enough that I would like to show it off, and there's not too many people who have played it, so... But once again, I'll be putting a few caveats at the beginning of the recording, just to warn people that you're probably going to have to, I don't want to call it grinding, but I don't know what else to call it. You're gonna want to have played the game just a little bit. You're probably gonna fail a few times, but you're gonna level up your characters. It will get easier, and then by the time your characters are like level 9, which is about like I think the 1/3 point in the game, maybe not quite 1/2. You will do significantly better with the upgrades, by upgrading the character's base statistics, and odds are you will find it much easier at that point. Alright, Bumble, we let you rest there. What other games did I pick up? I picked up 1428 Shadows. Hold on. Oh, I had to click on it. I'm gonna do it really quick. Shadows over Silesia is what it's called. It's a role-playing game. The combat reminds me a little bit of Examina, but in so much that the type of combat it is, with me having to face my character in certain directions, and then click buttons to make attacks in those directions. I like the setting. It takes place in a realistic... It takes place in a very set time in our Earth's history, but it adds some fantasy aspects to it. There's some magic in... I haven't gotten very far in the game. I beat the first chapter and got a little bit into the second chapter. But there's magic potions to heal hit points, for example. There's... And just in case you didn't realize, it takes place in the year 1428. And I know there's, like, demons or rituals to summon creatures, like skeletons or undead, into the world as well. So it's not a realistic 1428, but it takes place in a very particular time period during a certain war that was ongoing at the time. And I like the background setting that it takes place in very much. It looks like it's going to bounce back and forth between different characters. Some aspects of it are combat heavy, while some others seem to be stealth-oriented. And I think I like it from playing it for just under 2 hours at the moment. I'm not sure if I'll record the game, because it's not a one-off, as it were. Like, rather, I wouldn't want to do a one-off on it. The one-off series is mostly designed for games where I'm doing a particular, like, scene or battle in Underrail, or where I can fit about a 3-hour episode of me attempting to get through a run, is what I call it, of the game. Games like in, let's say, Mainframe Defenders, where from start to end, you can start and end the game in about 3 hours or so. And it's a roguelike, so the levels are random, the loot you get is random, and so on and so forth. So I wanted it to be mostly those types of games, since I picked up quite a few of them in the winter sale. I'm sure Lotus never expected this. Their subjects enlisting the help of the Netherworld to strike back at them. The royal family has perished, but we still have the Revolutionary Army as our ally. Even the Caligula's Order won't stand against us. I don't think Lotus approves the use of the creatures of the Netherworld, but once again, maybe they don't know, right? That one, was it Karth was his name? The one member of Lotus who went back to the one knight who went back to Lotus to warn them about what's happening here. Sounded like this wasn't at all what Lotus is about. Or at least the demons weren't part of the bargain, as it were. Well, but we can... Oh, let's play, we can finally get you into this... finally see what this city's about, because we haven't sent you here yet. Please, please stop fighting! I don't want to see anyone else get hurt. You don't have to chase them down. So please stop. No, you really don't understand. We have to. If we don't chase down every enemy army and kill every last one of them, from horrific demon to cute innocent fairy, we leave experience on the table. We just leave it there as we get up and walk away. We can't do that, or we're under-leveled. And then we die when we're forced into the next scene. So I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, but everyone has to die. Everyone. Did I go into this fortress? I don't remember. We did. We did. Okay, Clifford, let's get you out and walking around a bit. No, no, no! Oh, the misclicks in this game are the worst. You gotta sit through like an entire 15 seconds of trying to rapidly get through someone's dialogue. Let's not hit the wrong button again. I know there's nothing up here. Well, I heavily suspect there's nothing up there in the mountain range. We'll send you here, Clifford. Oh! Level Thunder item right there in the center of the mountain. Just a Bell of Thunder. That's not very good. I mean, we'll hold on to it, but it's not very good. We've had access to Bells of Thunder for quite some time. Adora, let's see. We'll do this with you. Magnus, let's get you back home. What else did I pick up? So, I've mentioned in the past, not in this series, that I'm a big fan of racing games. I love racing games. I'm awful at them, but I like them. I love them so much. But a very particular subset of racing games. I don't like realistic racing games. So, or rather, that's one way to phrase it. I prefer racing games that take place something like F-Zero, where I'm flying some sort of really fast hovercraft over like a, some sort of track that loops, has crazy turns, goes underwater, flies through cities and crazy stuff like that. I love those types of games. And or something like, what was it called? Hydro Thunder is another game I really liked in the arcades an age ago. Nothing beats the feeling of sitting down in the arcade cabinet where you have the steering wheel and the thrust there with you. That's fantastic. Alas, I don't have anything like that here at my house. But I picked up a game called Flash Out 3. In 1 second, we'll take a look at it in a bit. We'll talk about it in a bit. It seems that your fight is not over yet. Are you afraid to leave Latium? Don't worry, the revolution was successful. We've replaced the Platinian army. Now you can follow your dreams. Our dreams are trying to prevent a nightmare from happening. And we've been to Wetness before. It was a long time ago, but we were there. Yeah, so Flash Out 3. It's a game a bit like F-Zero. You choose one of a wild red dragon. Good luck. Oh wait, this is a red dragon. Just a red dragon? I thought there were venerable dragons here, Hugo. This is just a normal dragon. Wow, good job, Bumba. That sleep sword lets you get 20... Wow! Lets you get 21 experience points, which is enough to level some of you. Oh, that's fantastic. And a heal seed. I won't say no to a heal seed. Ultra, you didn't fight any venerable dragons there. Was that a mistake? Like, was that supposed to be a flare brass? I am tempted to keep Bumba up here now that I know he can at least kill a red dragon. Lottery, you're supposed to rest. Dismiss. Let's see. I guess we'll send you up here. We are still looking for items. Let's do this with you. Ultra. I wouldn't mind you fighting something in the Barrens, so we'll try to keep you in it like this at the moment. Meridia, you're just hanging out there. Let's get you here. There's nothing by the mountains, but we'll do this with you. Bumba. So that was a happy accident when you killed the red dragon. I don't know if we've been. I think we've been to all the cities now. Actually, I don't know if we've been to this city. So let's move you here. Right. So Flesh on 3. So you choose one or two characters. They have like a special, unique starting skill to help them with the race, and then it's about unlocking different types of. So it's a weapon type of game as well. So it. I guess it's not quite like F-Zero. It'd be more similar to what was it called? Well, it's not quite the same at all, but like Mario Kart, I suppose, because you have access to weaponry to help you fight and destroy enemies. In fact, you have to kill enemies in one of the different race types, which is the person who kills the most rivals gets the most points for that particular type of race. Anyway, it's interesting. As usual, I like the game. I'm not very good at it, but I still like the game, so I'm glad I picked that one up. I picked up I'm going to call it a beat-em-up, but that's not necessarily true. Platformer is really the wrong way to describe it, but I don't know a better way to describe it. It's a very fast-paced beat-em-up, I suppose we can call it, called Blade Assault. I haven't played it very long, but it's another one of those, was it a deck builder? As you play through the game, you get choices of various passives or active upgrades for your character. And I get the impression it's a run-based game. So I'm eventually I didn't play it for very long. I fired it up yesterday. And I like it. I can tell, again, though, that this is one of those games where I think I'm supposed to fail a few times in order to wait, there's another shop there. Are there two shops here? A wild Tiamat. Alright, good luck, Adora. So there are veritable dragons here. We don't need a Tiamat. That's an awful way to start the conversation. We don't need a Tiamat. That means that we kill it. Unfortunately, we didn't have any combo magic, so it was not possible for us to win the fight. It was actually just going to run. Good to know, though, that there's Tiamats in the forests. Oh, Clifford, you didn't find anything. Oh, Remy. Let's see. So let's have you check out the swamp here. Is this place called Aperture? No, Appertine. Let's see, what's in this shop? Nothing I'm interested in. Since Lotus invaded Latium, the Azure Plains have been cut off. Since you liberated this land, we can travel freely between the plains and Wettiness. Thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. Though I did get the impression most people don't just travel willy-nilly. Roads aren't safe. You have veritable dragons and demons wandering around. And I guess no, we haven't quite explored everything. Let's check this little area. View dismiss. Anyway, it's you run around and just hack down enemies very quickly in the game while trying to avoid return fire. It's from the quick impression I got from playing it, the combat between the boss battles looks like it's fairly easy, or at least it is at the moment. But there's some sort of... Oh, we did find an item out here. Urn of Chaos. I can't think of anyone who really wants that, but we'll take a look at our characters. Maybe Apophis could probably use that. There's some sort of threat level in the games, and the longer that you play, the longer that your run goes on for, the greater that number begins to increase, I think, which increases the difficulty of the encounters as you play through the game. So that's a nice way of saying that the early parts of the game will be weaker than the later parts, and it has I think there's in-game ways for you to lower it by like paying some of the cash that you find or the currency that you find into doing so. So I like it so far. I'll know for sure after another few hours of it, but I liked it enough that I'm not going to refund it, for example, which I did with quite a few games this winter sale. I think I refunded, wow, I think I bought about 14 games, and I refunded 10 or 9 of them. Is that right? Maybe more like 8. Anyway, I picked up a game that I've yet to play called, oh crap, hold on, it's behind. I'm gonna risk this. Oh, oh, that's interesting. I can move this window, actually, without it stopping the recording. All right. It's called Signalis. And the graphics are very pretty for a, what's type of graphics called again for this type? I can't remember. Wow, I can't think of it. But I like the look of it. I think it's a survival horror game, actually. I thought originally it was going to be like a roguelike, but I purchased it, then I read some of the Steam reviews, and realized, oh, this is like a Resident Evil type of game, only the camera is isometric, or top-down, in a way, rather than fixed camera angles, or a behind your character type of view. The setting takes place in the future, in some sort of ruined factory, or it's a ruined facility of some sort, where I gather some sort of experiments were ongoing, and I think you're probably a clone or a robot or an android who's sent to investigate what's going on within it, or what happened therein, and it looks a bit creepy, some of it, and the sound effects sound pretty gnarly, so I think I'm going to like it. It's probably going to be a game that I actually finish, and then possibly for Halloween this year, 2023, it will visit the channel. If I like it. We will see. Bumbo, let's get you... Actually, we'll rest you a bit more. I think we're done, by the way, with the exploring. Looks like there isn't a whole lot of useful equipment here. And I think we visited every single location, so let's begin pulling the people back home. I don't really need to farm creatures any longer, so we're not going to bother with that. But Bruno will go through the forest on the way home. Clifford. Send you there. Remy. I think we already searched this, but we'll have you do it again. Let's see. What were some of the games I returned? I generally don't like talking about games negatively. So, if only because I know some people will like the games that I don't like. And I find it far better to focus on the positives for a game or thing I enjoy talking about than the negatives about things I don't like about a game that I also don't like talking about. But I'll mention one of the games here, with the caveat that it's a fine game, it's just not for me. So I picked up a game called Shotgun King, and it looked like a really interesting take on chess, in so much that you play a character, you're on your side of the board, you have a single king, that's your only piece, and this king has a shotgun. And you swing the pointer around to determine what your king's going to fire at, and then you can fire the shotgun. And it has a spread attack, has a max range of what you can hit, and the enemy pieces have hit points. The enemy pieces move as normal chess pieces would, and every enemy piece has a different timer, which determines when it will get its action to move. Having some knowledge of chess helps you, because you get a chance to see, you understand how the pieces move, when your king will be in check, and when your king could be taken. Any enemy piece that has access, that is putting your king in check, when it's their turn to move, will destroy your king. Your king's got 1 hit point. Effectively. I liked the setting. I liked the little story at the beginning. I liked the gameplay, but I disliked the way the leveling works in the game enough that I decided to refund it. It's a roguelike, and so, like most roguelikes, a game I played which this would be somewhat similar to. Actually, no, it's not at all. So it's also a turn-based game. This is not a real-time game. You take your action, then the AI gets their action. There's a bunch of other things I'm going to skip over because they're not as important. When you level, or rather, at the end of each stage, you will gain a choice of 2 perks. One is a set. There's 2 sets of 2 perks that you get access to. One is supposedly beneficial, and the other is negative. I really disliked it because the positive perks often have very negative connotations to them, in addition to the negative perks, which are also just awful, some of them. Supposedly, the game did not have the large amount of very situational upgrades when it was first released. And they've diluted the amount of choices you have now. And it's so much to try to keep track of as to what pieces can attack in which directions due to certain upgrades. When certain things show up, there's certain upgrades which are they're awful if you don't get lucky picks yourself to try to counter them. And many of the positive perks seem like negatives as well when you select them. They're supposed to benefit you, but there's like a bunch of strings attached. It's very situational when they would be positive. I didn't like it very much. I thought I would actually love it, because I really like chess. But no, I didn't like the take on it. And so that ended up getting refunded after about, I think, 3 failed runs. It's funny, too, because I started my lottery one-off with the intention of playing the game and recording it, but after the 3rd failed run, I was like, you know what? I just don't like this. This is a bit... The rewards are a little too random for me to want to try this out. It seems a little too luck dependent for me. A game that it would be not like, but like at the same time, is Our Darker Purpose. Hey, Bruno, good luck killing the Tiamat. I don't think you can do it, unless you miss an attack here. You also won't kill it unless Kina crits. Well, will Meteor Strike kill it? Wow! Yes! Bruno with the crit to guarantee we kill the Tiamat. What did Tiamats drop? Urns of Chaos. I guess you could say we earned that. Ooh, Dora, you're exhausted. Let's get you home. I'm tempted to send out a Zenobia group to visit a few of the cities, but I don't think there's going to be any special dialogue there, so we're done. Actually, hold on. You know what? It will take some of these people a long time to get back. We have time to send Debonair over here to talk with the little kid. What else did I pick up? What else did I pick up and did I keep? I can't think of anything else, actually. Many of the other games I just refunded. I don't feel like I should probably talk about them, though, so I'm going to skip doing so. Where am I in the upload schedule so far for things as well? So, interesting development on Starcom Nexus. My game, I think, is bugged. And I realize it at about episode 30-something, or very late 20s, near the end of the game, or near the end of where I get a choice to end the game or not. And I think the bug... So, I don't believe I found the location, which is alluded to in my journal, and the location didn't spawn. Occasionally, I've read that this happens in the game, but unfortunately, this location is a required encounter if you want to get the good ending for the game, or what the developer would like to believe is the good ending of the game. In any case, it didn't show up. It's not at the target location. I flew around to every other type of spot it could be based on the coordinates. It's not there. And I flew around looking for it for like an hour. It's not present. It just didn't spawn. So this means that I would normally not get, I think, that ending for the game, the good ending. I wouldn't be able to get it, which is always an awkward thing to discover, since a bug of that sort would mean I wouldn't have ever wanted to record the game to begin with. It's one of the reasons why I like beating the game before I record it at all. Now, Starcom's an interesting one, because I have beaten the game. I chose the bad ending, as it were, and still liked the game, and I like the ending too. Enough that I felt like, hey, this is good enough, I want to record it. But I was intending to get both endings of the game to show you guys what the two endings were. This might not be possible. Okay, yeah, so he didn't say anything new, even though we're from Zenobia. I don't think anyone here will, based on the fact no one mentioned the actual Zenobian characters directly. I'm assuming that there's actually nothing specific about them, so we'll get everyone back home, we'll do some training, and then we'll be ready for the scene. The developer has fixed a few people's save files when this has happened, but I haven't seen him active on the Starcom forum for a while. Actually, I should check. It's been a week since I last posted the one bug I encountered in the game. I discovered a bug with the game where you can load blueprints in the game. So, okay, hold on. So, a part of the Starcom, in case you're not watching that game, that series of mine, or you're unfamiliar with the game, one of the things about the game is that you can create your own ships, and then you can save the blueprints off. Well, the blueprints, you can't load a blueprint unless you meet the requirements required to build the ship. For example, if you don't have lasers unlocked, you can't load a blueprint to leave your space dock with a ship that has lasers on it. You can't. Well, that's not the case for size requirements for your vessels. In order to build bigger ships, you have to unlock the research to be able to construct them. But that's not a requirement for blueprints to be loaded. So, let's say I got a ton of resources and built a huge ship, and enough very early game to construct a massive ship before I've unlocked the technology to be able to construct it. If I loaded the blueprint for it, it's fine. I'm allowed to do that, even though it would be several hours at least to unlock all the research by finding out where those research points are located to build that ship. So, I reported that bug, and to my knowledge, the developer hasn't seen the post yet. I think at least one other person verified that, this totally is happening in my game too. Probably should be easily fixed or addressed. In my case, I'm just not going to take advantage of it. Like, I'm not going to exploit that glitch. So, it's not really a concern. I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's not very big. Especially because the developer is working on the next game. I've heard that with Starcom, that the engine that he used was very difficult to work with. So, I can forgive him for a little bit of the trouble, but it still sucks when the game failed to spawn something, and I can't get one of the endings for the game. But we'll see, we'll see. Perhaps I'm making a big deal out of nothing, and I've also tweaked my save file as much as I can by going... I think I understood what I was doing, changing things, and I might have solved the problem myself by just tagging my save file as having the research, as having met this station in the past, and unlocking the research or the information from it. This way I didn't have to actually find it. Alright guys, let me put another break here, and we'll do some training at the Aura Plains. Okay guys, so there are 5 people who could use the training, Tim says as he moves his spreadsheet over a little bit. Lotaeri, Clifford Lee, Penelope, Bruto, and Adora would benefit the most from it. With Lotaeri needing the experience the most because his squadron, and Penelope's, are on average level 31. So we gotta level them a bit. Or rather, I'm sorry, when I totaled up their levels of experience, they haven't met level 32 yet. So we've got at least some level 31s in those armies. Penelope only needs 24 experience points to level her entire army. So we'll do her third and see if we've got the money to afford such a small amount of experience points being earned through training. We have 22,000. I'm willing to spend up to, I suppose, 8,000 here. So let's see how expensive it will be to train our people. Leet! Goth is needed for training for Lotaeri. Let's try it. Who puts a cockatrice in training? Come on, game developers. Hopefully it's in the front rank and not the back rank. Talk about good timing. I was just getting bored. Here, I'll take you on. Fight me. Okay, it is in the front rank, so this is somewhat acceptable. Annoying, does good damage. We'll have a hard time hitting it. Oh, God! And it starts by really hitting Flame hard. Thankfully, I was not put to sleep. Yeah, it's gonna resist a good amount of methods attempts to heavily weaken it as well. Good. The sleep imp's dead. We will kill them eventually then. Unfortunately, we had a single kiss on Lotaeri, so that's gonna make this a little tougher than it need to be. Shrike, if you're hit again, you're dead. Hopefully this Tempest does enough damage to kill that cockatrice. Good. Good! Okay. That was kind of lucky. I'm nervous that there's a cockatrice here, because that means there might be other armies here that we fight that have cockatrices. I'm immediately going to reload the game if we end up fighting an army that's a cockatrice in the back rank. That's stupid. That's stupid. Alright, let's... On that note, though, let's have Clifford do the next training. Oh my god, that's very expensive. Stop. That's very expensive. So this is a tougher group, somewhat significantly tougher. Let's have Bruno try instead. Oh my god. Wow. 2 Sphinxes. So we'll lose most people. If they target the same thing, they're dead the first round. Oh, I didn't realize they have a front claw attack. Interesting. Oh, and never mind. That did... Wait, that was a crag press she did back there. Why? Why did she use a crag press? I thought they only used evocation, which I thought was a dark ability. Is it based around the affinity they have, I wonder? I can't check the enemy Sphinx to tell. Bruno needed 59 experience points to level his army. So he should earn it from this. Yep. Now I'm curious. Riddle is air. She has evocation. If I move her, does she keep evocation? Yes. Why? Why did the other... I can't equip anything on her. Why did the other Sphinx not have evocation? I don't understand. I thought all Sphinxes only had evocation in the back rank, which was a high damage, dark dealing ability, Bane element, effectively. But that one Sphinx used something different. Okay, I don't understand. Alright, that's Bruno done. Let's have Clifford do the next one. Talk about good timing. I was just getting bored. Yeah, I'll take you on. Fight me. 2 Griffins. But bad formation. The Openicorus should be in the back rank. Oh, good grit. Who is that? Cassandra. Oh my god, Cassandra! Another fantastic crit. Well, this is useful. Everyone's leveling up, which is good. This is what I wanted from these armies. Penelope and Adora are left. Penelope needs it more than Adora at the moment. This is the cockatrice group again, isn't it? Oh, it's not. A worm and a wyvern and a raven. I don't see how they're winning unless everything crits on the same target. Because we have Aisha in our army, which means that we can heal very well. Oh, that sucked. The hit woke him up, and then he was instantly fell asleep again. Oh, man. These sleep weapons are very strong. And the melee weapons on this squadron look awful to have to fight against. Alright, one last training for Adora. Oh, we've kind of fought this group before. Only it's a Volten this time, not a Raven, and slightly better positioning because the Openicorus is in the back rank. Guess I'm not really expecting Trimus to hit the front griffin. And you guys are just showing off, because you guys, Adora, you know I like Atmosphere as the best sass effect spell. Hey, good job, Trimus. Nice. They needed 48 experience points. 55 is acceptable to level everyone up there. Alright, cool. Everyone who sent in to do training leveled, and we were able to afford all the training. Alright, guys, let me put another break here, and we'll be right back to do the scene. Give me a second. Oh, hey, everyone. Oh, I'm so tired. What the heck? Oh, I'm so exhausted. Oh. If I don't get this part recorded today, it's not going up tomorrow, because I'm going to be tired tomorrow, too, at this rate. So tired all week. Oh. Just had a second 20-ounce coffee. That's way too much coffee, but it's keeping me awake, which is good enough for us to head over to the next scene and see what's waiting for us in Wettiness. Scene 39. Pressure. Richard! Those revolutionary bastards killed Thomas! What are you doing here? Baldwin! We have no time to waste on such matters. Do you not realize that? Return to your post. Prepare to engage the revolutionary army. But, Richard, Thomas... I will not repeat myself again. Baldwin, don't get yourself killed. You must come back alive. There are still things that you need to do. Understood? Thomas, forgive my incompetence. Your death will not be in vain. We will acquire the ultimate power and make our order immortal. My beloved Caligula's order. Be succeeded by Baldwin, holder of the ultimate power. Watch over us, Thomas. I will join you soon. Sounds like Baldwin might have a drop of royal blood in him or something of the sort, if he's obsessed with having him be the holder of the ultimate power. This is the current situation. Keep it in mind. Let's get started. Hopedale, the land of enlightenment, will be our embarkation point for this campaign. Our destination is Castle Talpeia, half a day north of Hopedale. We've been here before, an age ago. We, if I recall correctly, we're at the other blue city to start, and this was where our father began his raid, if I remember correctly. Actually, no, it was further south, if I recall. But we escorted him to the north and helped him defeat the forces held here in an attempt to rescue Yumel. And I think it was Baldwin we fought here, wasn't it? And he teleported away upon our victory. And then he captured Yumel, punching him in the gut, if I remember right. But this time, the castle it will be held by hostile forces, and we'll have to siege it, I'm guessing. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's keep going. Our goal is to liberate the strongholds around Castle Talpeia, and then strike Castle Talpeia itself. It appears that this region is occupied by only a few enemy troops. Something's not right. If they know we're here, why don't their defenses reflect it? We might have whittled them down enough, Hugo. Or if, I mean, I did this in Aeodor Genesis. If the enemy began marching effortlessly through my defenders to reach my capital, I would disband all defenders in the way, because I wouldn't want to feed him money for winning those battles and experience points, thus keeping him weaker if I couldn't do anything to his army. And quite frankly, the enemy's not been able to do a whole lot to our army in the past several scenes now, so maybe they're hoping that they're like level 38 or so troops waiting for us in the final mission, since they'll be 4 or 5 levels higher than us, can manhandle us a little easier than equal level units. But more likely, there's ambushes waiting for us as we take these cities. I suspect they're up to something. Yeah, there was another city, or several, there was, I thought 2, actually there was a, do you see where that niche is by the river in the lower right-hand corner? By where that mountain range does that sea? I thought there used to be, I think, a city there, but it's not there any longer. I wonder if war managed to raze it to the ground. I'm positive, though, that we were here before. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure we were. There aren't many officers left in the Caligula's order. I believe 2 are left, Sir Richard, their leader, and his brother, Baldwin. They are both powerful knights of the Holy Lotus Empire. Okay, winning condition. Entering enemy headquarters, Castle Talpea. Losing condition. Invasion of your headquarters, Death of Magnus. Okay, well, let's do the standard stuff and deploy the units we're using for this battle. So, Bumba. And actually, let's look at the morale. Bumba, you can immediately go to Cartwright and take it. Let's give him a few seconds. Oh, okay, we see demons. We have Whistler, a Satiros with 4 goblins marching out somewhere. We have Spike with an ogre and 2 knights of the 2 Templar knights. We can handle either of those with Bumba, but we'll go ahead and dispatch another unit over there, and we'll send Penelope. Over here, we have a morale 67 in Eves, Guibix. So we need a lawful leaning group to go there. I don't have a lawful leaning group. At least not one written down here to be deployed. Apophis might be able to do it? We can send her over there. She's not scheduled to be part of the deployment team or deployed this battle, but we'll send her out and attempt to take that city. Oh, wow, look at all the enemy forces marching around. Oh, and one of them's marching south to take this city. You know what would be fantastic to stop that? Vin, Remy's group. Because they fly, they should make it here rather quickly. So let's send them down here to intercept that Knight Templar. We have 2 zombies, 2 goblins, and a Satiros leading that force. Magnus, we can have you potentially walk up here to fight a handful of things as well. We'll deploy Dio. And Dio, you'll march up in this direction as well. Looks like we have quite a few forces heading up there. Ultra. We'll throw you up in this direction as well. Let's let a little bit of time go by. Okay. The rest of these forces will keep at home at the moment, I think. So that's going to be Dismas. Lotaeri. and Europa. Alright, now what else is marching out here at the moment? We have Satyrus guarding the city. That's another easy unit to defeat. Lloyd, a demon, with an ogre in the back rank, and 2 goblins up front. That's an army that's better when it's retreating. Mulder has... Oh, God, what an awful... I hate seeing 2 gremlins at the very back rank. We can probably handle them, though. Wow, fighting already. Right at the bridge. Good. Like seeing you throw a kiss on someone who gets multiple attacks around. That was an awful crit. 108 Bane damage to... Who is that? I think that's Troy. Meter destroyed. Army neutered. And 2 people leveled up. Good job, Bumba. We can use a heal item on Troy and keep pushing towards that city. Oh, the enemy squadron didn't get pushed back at all. They must be caught on the edge of the river. Only allowed to use 1 item, though. Dio, let's have your group swing into this unit. We'll do that with Apophis. And just stay there with our other units. Oh ho ho! See how much you guys like a crit. Bumba, well done. Well done. Still getting Axes of Worms! My goodness. They're considered a late game item. Thank goodness we farmed them so early on. We can bump up to... Oh, wouldn't mind having another group get experience points, but one needs 12 to level 4 more people. We'll keep pushing forward with him. Another Urn of Chaos on Dio. Apophis, I'm a little nervous that you're about to be attacked from the side, and I really don't want that happening, so let's leave you here. And let Dio engage. Oh my god! That was... I saw 160, 153, another 140-something damage, I think, on that combo attack. This enemy group's wiped. God! Amazing. 100 experience points for Dio. They needed 100 experience points to level as well. That's amazing. Dio, fantastic work. Check it out. Goblet of Destiny. Garbage. That's just vendor trash. Alright. Dio, since now you leveled... Well, you're level 33 now. You need another level, I think. Let me check you. Yep, arguably we should keep you in the field. But I want other units getting some airtime. So we'll move you back to the stronghold. at the moment. Apophis. We'll have you once again do this. Bumba does one round here, hopefully kills the leader, gets experience points to level up some more people. And then Penelope finishes off this group. Oh! Hopefully Troy won't attack the ogre, but he did. Woke him up. Oh, good crit! Yes! Awesome work, Bumba. Nice, and we threw them away. So we can keep pushing forward then there, and Penelope can chase down the enemy squadron. Alright, Dio's heading back home. Let's have Lotaeri. Let's have Lotaeri move around the river there. We succeeded in liberating Cartwright. Good work, Bumba. Let's have you visit this city. Oh, nice! This is the Witch's Den, too. I didn't even check for that. So if we do lose somebody, we can get them resurrected here. Baldwin is a skillful knight, but he's shadowed by his brother's accomplishments. Being a second son myself, I understand how he feels. I'm the oldest in my family, so I don't have this feeling. I have 3 younger brothers. 1 year difference between each, it's 1 year difference from me and my second oldest, third oldest, and fourth oldest, as it were. Alright, Bumba, you can stay there. What's this guy doing? He's just staying there. Remember, you stay there and watch him. You know, I don't know if I checked the demon. Oh, I did check the demon. The ogre's in the back rank. Oh, we'll get a chance to see that water attack here. Aqua Blast. That looks kind of cool. It looks like it does a little bit of AoE damage. But because we're attacking the ogre, we're not going to see anything. Like, I can't tell for sure. The attack waves, quite literally, I suppose in this instance, remind me of the Voltan's airstrike ability. Now, Magnus is level 33 already, so I don't know if I really need him doing anything else but getting a little bit of experience points. We might have him push into the enemy capital, but at the moment, we'll send him back home. And we'll have Dismas head out. By the way, Remy, let's have you go and enter this stronghold. I didn't expect Prince Yumel would be the chosen one. There must be some reason. Yes, there must have been. I believe in him. I know you do too. Let's hurry. It's time to end the revolution. Does she not know that Prince Yumel was killed? Alright, Remy, we'll have you fight this squadron. I think they're surprised we managed to make it down here before they did. Wow, I'm really glad that we designed a flying unit just in time to save that city. Okay, so... Nope, I want ultra selected! Okay, 1 second. Lotaeri, you can just camp in the woods. Ultra. We'll have a Black Knight battle. Fiddich! Isn't that a type of drug in the Witcher series? Ooh, that should be a fun fight. Preparing for combat. Let's go, Apophis. Get a chance to actually, well, maybe see if this bow permanently petrifies a target, depending upon what she shoots, and if we kill it or not. Petrified. We're killing it. The leader's dying. So we should get not a lot of experience points here. 52. So he's still petrified. I can see that from here. He looks like he's not colored like the other Knight Templar is. So it does look like that permanently petrifies. I have no clue. I have no clue why we weren't petrified then at the end of that one encounter. Now, I think they unpetrified him with a stone, by the way, because I saw a gold item in their inventory, which I think is Stones of Revival, whatever they're called. Oh, holy crap, we attacked this group from behind, so their gremlins are up front. That's kind of good. Oh! But we're attacking them... Wait. Why do I have Remy in the second position? He should be in the very back. Because I think he only gets one attack at the second position. Yeah, we'll want to fix this army formation. I didn't realize I did something like that. How many attacks do you get up in the second position? You get 2 banishes there. Banish is a single target range attack. I guess we can do this. Magnus stays put there. Europa, let's have you head on out and check these other cities. Igralik is morale 12, so that's going to have to be Lotaeri that takes that city. We have another demon approaching. What were you talking about, Hugo? With there's only a few units here. There's a ton of units marching around. Satyrus and 4 Knight Templars. 2 ogres and a Satyrus. Okay. So... Oh... I would love to put Flame in the back for Crimson Note for these battles, but we'll leave them in the front for the tankiness of them. Dismiss, let's have you get to the bridge. We succeeded in liberating Yves Gweebix. Good job, Apophis. There are only 2 members of the Caligula's Order left. No, that's not true. There's a lot more than that. There's a lot more than that. It just so happens that there's only 2 of the well-known leaders left. I think we're still fighting members of the Caligula's Order in the form of their Knight Templars. But be careful. The old leader's son is still alive. I'm sure you can handle him. Please survive. You're our only hope. It probably does Apophis good to hear that people like her so much. A bunch of chaos is happening at the moment. Good. Penelope finally hunts down the Satyrus. Oh, I don't know if we wipe them out. It'll be close, though. No, it won't be. Not with that block. have one more combat. But once again, it's always better to take the enemy army apart piecemeal. As cool as it is to simply wipe the entire army off the map in one engagement, you want the staggered experience points, so none is wasted if someone was to level up, which we talked about before. Penelope, you finish off Spike. What's the morale of the city? 35. Europa, I think, can probably liberate that city. So Europia, let's have you move up here. Once again, I think we've been here before. And if that's the case, we also don't have any exploration to do for items. For the area exploration, with the possible exception of this area up here. I think Penelope needed 100 experience points, so she's 19 shy of leveling up. Penelope, we can just rest you out there. Remy has another engagement. God, I'm so glad we stopped this Templar. He was probably looking to attack the city or to vanish and summon reinforcements, which arguably I should let them do if he was going to do that. I guess angels need some sleep time as well. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, Remy. Oh, God! Oh, well, Papas gets some extra experience points then, if we throw them accidentally into this army. Papas wasn't even supposed to be fielded. So that's a free level base. Well, not free level. It's a level for her. And she's about to fight the Dark Knight. And Ultra's about to miss that encounter altogether. So hold on. Dismiss. I'm going to keep you here. Because when Apophis engages that group, we're going to throw it towards Ultra and the bridge. We'll have you move over here, Ultra. I guess you might as well just camp, Remy. Because Apophis is going to do yet another battle. I don't remember what this is. Oh, you know what? We're hurt a little bit here. We might lose... Oh, yeah, we will lose Otri, no... Oh, I forget her name at the moment, but we might lose her. Unless we can sweep that ogre. Wow, that bow. Oh. Well, that kind of worked. I think, I mean, it's as thematic as that bow is, I don't want it on her. It's a little too strong, to be honest. Ultra now wipes out this enemy army. So this is a good opportunity to see if we get experience points for killing the petrified units. Because otherwise it's just one ogre that we're fighting. So we should get something like 80 or so experience points if they do count. Wow! Wow! I thought petrified units, when you killed them, didn't give you any additional experience points, but it looks like they do. Maybe it's something special about the bow, as opposed to cockatrice. Okay, Ultra just mowed him right down. It's still ready for more combat. And that was 100 experience points, Ultra, which was amazing. I don't think you needed 100, but I won't say no to it. Leveled up everyone in your army, obviously. Let's send you back to the stronghold. Apophis, you weren't even supposed to be here, so we're going to go ahead and move you back here. Remy, we'll move you to the stronghold. Dismiss. You go after that unit. Penelope, you need a little more experience points. We'll have you move up in this direction. Lotaeri, we want this stronghold. You will take it. Baldwin looks like he's the boss. What does his army consist of? 2 Satirists in the back rank, 2 Knight Templars in the front rank, plus he himself. Okay. I think we'll have Trib Magnus do that battle. Lotaeri's been itching for action for a while. Tricky battle. But with Tempest, we should be able to win this. Let's use a Alempedra. No, only targets one of them, but it will probably kill it. Good job, Strike. Good defense. You know what I see when I look at that single Knight Templar? I see 19 experience points that Penelope needs to level up. Hey, I liberated Iglik. Unfortunately, that enemy, okay, is running away from you. Good. Alright, yeah, it's over. We've defeated most of the leaders of these enemy armies. So the leftovers should not be too difficult to clean up. I was expecting something a lot more difficult than this, to be quite honest. I guess this represents the fact that the enemy army is... It's made up of weaker demons and a little bit scattered at the moment, with the loss of Latium. Ring of Branding. Right, dismiss, we can rest ya. I wouldn't mind Ultra or Remy getting a little more experience points. You got 100, Ultra. You're all 33s. How much does Remy need? I don't know if Remy's army beats the army that's marching at the moment towards him. That's Satyrus across the bridge. Because there's 2 ogres in that group. I think Ultra should be the one to do that battle, at least to start off. And Remy can probably hunt it down. On that note, well, actually, Remy can probably take out the remnants here in level. So let's do that. Oh! Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. That makes it sound like we want to explore this area. Maybe we haven't been here before, or the area's repopulated with new equipment. Hello, we got some reinforcements over here. 2 gremlins, a Diana, and 2 goblins. An Archmage group. A Love and Peace could be used to grab one of these, but I need a front-line fighter, not a back-line fighter. But yeah, I really want a Dragon Master. Europa, let's have you take that stronghold. Lotaeri, you're gonna have a lot of work all of a sudden. And you're hurt. You won't be healed entirely by the time those enemy armies make it to you. So let's use a heal pack. And wait for them. Is that the only armies marching? The only reinforcements? I think so. Oh, what the heck? Bad guy was charging Dismiss this whole time. Alright, Ultra, let's move you over here. Magnus, we'll move you there as well. Oh, there's another mage. Mage, 2 skeletons, and an ogre. Lotaeri, you're gonna have to probably meet all those in combat. Good luck to you. The ogre on the right is more dangerous than the one on the left, since it's got a thunder hammer. Yeah, look at all that damage. We'll lose Dismiss here, unless we can kill that creature. Good guard, but you have to do that again. Oh, and that was not the same. That was a different ogre. We'll try using a Lempedra here. He could still die if that ogre crits him. Woo! Clutch! A Lempedra, targeting the thing I needed to die and killing it. And we're still arguably locked in combat, but I'm allowed to use one item. So we'll full heal Dismiss. Close. Very close. Alright, Dismiss. We'll have you also move to that stronghold. Oh, a Volton! We should see if we can get this to join our army. We don't need to kill it. Okay, well, it left anyway. Saw all those swords and weapons, was like, I don't feel like being hit by any of them. I decided to leave. Good for him. Good for him. Dio, I guess we're gonna move you out as well. Europa, we can rest you there. We still see all of the enemies on screen. Right, Sheen is still using an Axe of the Worm, I see. I can't believe you can farm those off of Earth Dragons very early on. Holy Lance. That's another heal spear. When given to a Freya. Alright, good luck, Lottery. You have to hold against all these. We're not going to have reinforcements arrive to you in time. Oh, and that Diana will kill Lottery if she gets 3 attacks against him. There goes our Pumpkinhead's damage. And there goes Lottery's. Oh, Metha! We'll allow Pedra here as well. Let's use Wind. Very good. God, I hate gremlins so much. Dodgy, resistance, they're so annoying. That was, I think, oh, it wasn't the toughest group. There's a group of all Archmages, or mages approaching. That will be a tough one as well. I think we use another heal pack here. Let me get ready for it. This is the tough group. Metha may die here if they go after him. Their leader will die in retaliation. Yeah, we lose Metha. He's going to take at least 2 more hits and be killed. Well, maybe not. Lottery may take one of this. Okay, nope. It's going to do like 90 damage to Metha. And this kills him. Woo, lots of death on their side. Oh, do we lose Lottery? No! Holy crap! 3 hit points left. Lottery's army cannot withstand whatever's next. So, Lottery, quit gate for you. Then we redeploy him. And we march him towards the Witch's Den. Bumba. I don't really need you to fight again. Let's keep you here and turn you south. Make sure there's no other reinforcements sneaking up. Ultra and Magnus move into the city to help defend it. Just in time. No, we haven't looked at seeing what level these units are. I should probably do that to see if we're keeping up. There used to be a time when I could guess the levels just based on the experience points we were earning. But it's been a while. Oh, we might wipe out the squad if we get a crit on the Ogre. Alright, excellent work, guys. We held in the end. Kind of. Let's see if you can take this, Europa. You might capture it instead of liberating, but we're going to make the attempt anyway. Remy. We could probably... Well, it doesn't matter the side we attack Baldwin on. He's a tough battle no matter what. So instead of fighting, we'll have you do a little bit of exploring now. What level is this guy? 36! Okay, so they're 3 to 4 levels higher than us at the moment. Oh, what I said earlier, I guess, holds for this mission, where they're higher level than us. And we did manage to liberate Timmins with Europa. Excellent work, Europa. This is also a shop. What's for sale? We've been here before. Absolutely. Judging by the equipment that's here. Europa, I guess we should have you also move out and do one of these battles. Okay, so Ultra, we'll have you do one of those battles as well. Lotaeri, you gotta resurrect Metha. Well, you don't have to, but we're going to. Do you need my skills? Who needs to be revived? Only 300 goth for Metha. Wonder if being a pumpkinhead keeps the cost so low. So, you want Metha to be brought back to life, huh? That'll cost you 300 goth. Alright then, let's begin. Hope, god of wisdom, grant me the secret of returning the deceased back to life. There, I'm done. Looks like everybody's alive and well. Take care of yourself. Lotaeri is done with the fighting. Bumba, we'll have you go up here, I guess. We'll start setting people up to siege Baldwin after Penelope does this battle. Let's see if he's worth 19 experience points. He should be. I think he's worth like 28 or so, if he's 4 levels higher than us. 26, close. I used to know the formula for how much experience points groups were worth depending upon the experience, the level differences, but it's been a while. Cloak of Oath. Penelope, you are probably done. So, Dio, you'll march up, as will Magnus. I don't think we visited the city here, so we'll have Penelope do that. Lotus, the demons, and now you guys. Everybody is gathered in wetness. Will we be sucked into the chaos? Is our home going to host the Ogre Battle? Would you please save Prince Yumel's beloved land? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do, but that means we have to go through these forces. I am assuming that Baldwin teleports away as well here, by the way, and doesn't stick around to see the... Doesn't stick around. I think he's going to be a coward and flee again. Okay, Europa, let's have you kill whatever's there. Ultra, have you wipe out the stupid gremlin that I know is still in that group. Whoa! 2 Templar Knights coming out of that castle. Sheehan, an ogre, 2 goblins, and a Templar. We can handle that no problem. And Chow, And 2 ogres and a Templar. Once again, we can kind of handle those. Magnus' group absolutely can, because we have a healer. Dio, I'm a little worried about your group, but we'll give it a try. Let's see, I would like you each to fight one of them. As we have that, looks like we're going to be in the forefront. Or maybe Dio will be. Fun little adventure here. Pretty standard, except for the reinforcements which showed up. Our Mother Birth has blessed us with this. Nothalork mail. Now you're just being silly. What's a Nothalork? And why does it have armor? There's probably nothing to find down here, and we're not going to be able to explore all of it by the end of the mission, but we'll send you down there, Vin. Oh, a 3 combined lava flow. Holy crap! 174 damage. Well done, guys. I think you're one-rounding this army. Deal with the final hit. Well done, guys. You're also in the lead, Dio, which means you're going to end up fighting the other group, unless I want to quit gate you. Cup of Life was found. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Magnus, can you fight him? And Dio, maybe we can spin you around and get you away? Yes, we can. Whoa, Magnus, be careful, buddy. There we go. That's good. Dio, turn you around. Right, Magnus is set to attack leader. Unfortunately, we heal now. So we're going to take, once again, oh, both ogres are dangerous. Yeah, that's a flame axe and a lightning hammer. You know, if they crit Magnus, he could die here. And it could still happen. Let's use Pedra to help us. Good. Just enough damage as well to kill this entire squad, which levels everyone. Okay, Magnus, we can rest you. Dio, we can rest you, and then you guys push towards fighting the enemy. I guess Penelope, how's your army? We can use you as well, I suppose. What are you doing, Ultra? You're supposed to kill that. Go into the swamp. Just do it. Always have mixed feelings when I see skeletons. On one hand, we can farm them for experience points. On the other hand, I always, well, oh, I forgot we have annihilations. Yeah, so they're destroyed. On the other hand, I do feel a little guilty abusing that mechanic, but like it's supposed to be something beneficial for undead, but it's actually beneficial for your army. Europa needs like 9 experience points, I think, to level up her squadron. rune axe. 8 experience points level up per army. You know what? We could have you do that battle instead of Ultra. Yeah, Ultra needs 100 experience points. I'd rather the remnants of that be killed by Europa. Bumbo, we haven't gone into this city, so you'll do that. Our lust will eventually lead us to the darkness. Anger, sadness, we all want to survive, even if it costs the lives of the others. What? No, not everyone. I guess that guy does, and people he knows. I would not want other people to suffer or die, so I could still exist. That seems rather selfish. Okay. Let's heal pack Magnus's group. Because he's going to lead... Actually, if he leads the charge, we're definitely killing Baldwin. But you know, I think we're going to do that anyway. Or, well... I'm a little nervous about how strong Baldwin's group is. I don't know what Baldwin is capable of doing from the middle rank at this point. I think he's just a stabby guy. But I want this Diana killed, so first. So you're going to move up there. Bumba, we probably want a handful more heal packs. Alright, once we've killed that army, we will attack Baldwin. Small quick save, just in case we lose Magnus, so I don't have to redo the entire game. Oh, we did end up searching this place eventually, or make it to the forest. It looks like it's safe. We don't have any other units marching around. Let's have a Apophis check this forest for items really quick. Remy, guess we'll go back to the stronghold. And there was nothing there. Apophis, let's move you back up here. Turns out that while Apophis wasn't on the deploy list, I accidentally put Penelope down twice. So it kind of worked out in the end. I had 9 armies listed here. So it was good that we sent her out. She is leaning lawful after all. Oh, wow, 74 experience points. I forgot there were 3 units alive. I thought there was just 1 or 2. Flame leather. That's something better for a raven. I think they can wear that. Okay, let's do it. So, we'll start with Dio. And then we'll follow up with Magnus. And I don't think that group's the leader's surviving Magnus' attack, but just in case Penelope falls third. Let's get it on! Foolish souls who dare defy Lotus. You have no future. Your lives end today. We've heard this before, Baldwin. We're still standing here, and most of your forces are not. Have you lost your pride? To align yourself with the Netherworlders. You won't have your way. Dio, we have a Sphinx and a Gorgon in our own army, so we can't really judge them. I mean, you can, because your army doesn't have that, but we don't have a good ground to stand on. You don't understand anything. There really is not much difference between us and them. Besides, they are quite sensible. They contributed to the fruits of the Netherworld, and released our power. These were gifts from them. Is Lotus... Are you that desperate to rule this world? For Lotus or not doesn't matter anymore. I won't forgive you for killing Thomas. I'll have my revenge right here. He does look really cool. Oh, okay. I was a little nervous for set to attack leader. Oh, but we might kill him anyway, even with Dio's group. Wow. Holy crap. That was a 180 on right in Baldwin's fat face. Damn you! Damn you all! Better positioning would have helped him survive. And we get some wind armor. We liberated all the cities again. 8,000 goth. We get 8,000 goth. We do! 8,401. Nice. Makes up for the training we did. Oh, nothing special. Okay, so once again, we're sieging this castle in the next episode. We didn't get any real equipment either. 3 items. So, I think I'll just skip the army organization for the next scene as well. And we'll go right into Castle Talapia after this. Talapia? Talpea. It's not a fish, it's a castle. We do have to scale the walls, but it doesn't have scales itself. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.